So there is this whole thing about Yudhishthir himself revealed his own frustrations on their last journey when Draupadi fell down. He said she had fallen because she had loved Arjuna the most. In these words, the usually reticent Dharna bared his lifelong wound. So everyone has read this, right?
Yes.
So I want to understand that. I mean, I would like to know the reader's thoughts on this. Was not unfair to Yudhishthir, but probably in the way she thought Yudhishthir could sense that, right? So I want to understand, what do you think about love, and what do you think about what people want from love or from their lovers or from their beloved, and how right or wrong was Yudhishthir thinking like this? Because, and can we in the end control how we feel? If we control our actions, isn't that enough? So anything that you want to pick from grown up to love Kunti, and that how fair she was to Madri's children, and here we are seeing that how unfair she was to Draupadi, to a woman without. So I thought that was just a very, very interesting angle that she made us see, that how can one action be good at one level and be so terribly wrong to another at another. Maybe that is how life is too.
Can I?
All five alive, perhaps the mind couldn't be killed completely. Actions could be made equal, but could the same amount of love be measured out of the heart for each of the five? If she had loved Arjuna most, was there anything astonishing about that? Her mind stopped a moment. What does it mean to have loved? Ulupi, Chitrangada, Shubhadra. Arjuna had loved so many women, or had he? Had Arjuna given his heart to any woman? Woman had loved him, but he had given his heart to Krishna. She knew how from the beginning, from the settling of Indraprastha, Arjuna and Krishna would sit talking by the hour. In their talk, there was always some new idea, perhaps about building a city, but they talked as friends, each one speaking from his heart and listening to the other. No woman could win Arjuna's heart. Is always like that? Is it always one sided? I pine for someone who doesn't return my love. Someone else yearns for me. Suddenly, as if shocked, she stopped. The realization pierced like lightning. There was one who had given his whole life for her. She sighed with a new understanding. Again, pictures came before her eyes. Bhima, along with Arjun, fighting the enemies outside the Swayamvara pavilion. Bhima, ready to burn his brother's dice playing hands when she was dragged into the assembly. Bhima, so angry he had to be held down by Arjuna. Bhima, comforting her when she was tired. Bhima, bringing her fragrant lotuses. Bhima, drinking the blood of Dushasana. Bhima, plaiting her hair with his gory hands. Arjuna could have killed Kichika, but it was Bhima who did. How many things she remembered. Greedy Bhima, rough, tempestuous Bhima, always rallying at Dhritarashtra and Gandhari. In the same sense that Draupadi was earthy, so was he. She was daughter of the earth, he was a son. And then, so I want to ask you, and you know about the light, the last few steps where she falls down and Bhima falls a few steps ahead of her and he crawls back. And in no position to help her, he still asks her, what can I do for you? So I'm asking you all a question. Now I'm getting to be more personal. Is it better to love, if you had to pick, to love more or be loved more? Because we know it's never equal. It's only equal in the books and in Mills and Boons. But in real life, either you love more or you love more, maybe in phases. Okay. So I would want people to come in on being loved or loving, and why. Why would you pick one and not the other?